Hi, my name is Sarah and I run Headstuff ADHD Liberty. I'm a counsellor and a coach and a CBT therapist. This particular company, which is very much linked to Headstuff ADHD Therapy, but Headstuff ADHD Liberty specifically works with clients, primarily ADHD, but also those with ASD and other comorbidities. And we specifically work with people who've got into trouble with the law or with addiction. So if we just start with addiction and ADHD go hand in hand because our brain, especially when it is not medicated, our brain is very, very compulsive. So it will compulsively either eat cake, take heroin, gamble, whatever it does to get its buzz. And when it starts getting the buzz, it can't stop. So addiction and ADHD massively go hand in hand. And I really am talking every addiction, literally from every drug that you've ever heard of, alcohol in a big way, but also shopping, spending money, buying things. Gambling is a big one with ADHD people. Hoarding is a big one with ADHD people. They just can't stop buying, so they end up being hoarders. Promiscuity is a big one. So a lot of people with ADHD, they can be in very, very happy relationships and absolutely love their partner, but they are still acting promiscuously and they don't understand why, and they usually hate themselves for it. So we work very much with these people. If there are addictions and suspicious ADHD or suspicions of ADHD, we will help. We have a psychiatrist that we work with who massively understands the link between ADHD and addiction. He does not judge. He has sat in front of everybody with every addiction. He does not judge. He completely understands that if the ADHD hasn't been medicated, people will self-medicate. They will put in coping mechanisms. And those coping mechanisms are buying stuff, eating stuff, taking drugs, drinking, whatever. We all choose different things. Mine all my life has been eating, massively eating, and shopping, buying stuff, buying houses, buying cars, buying anything. But I stayed away from the heroin and the drugs because I knew once I started I wouldn't be able to stop. And I was right because of that addictive brain. So we understand here about addiction and ADHD. So if you or your child or your partner or somebody has got a serious addiction problem and you suspect it's because of ADHD, please do not be ashamed or embarrassed or feel guilty about contacting us. You will not meet people who understand it more than us. We've got about 5 or 6 people now who are very experienced addiction therapists. They've worked in addiction centres for sort of 20, 25 years. They are very, very aware of the connection between addiction and ADHD, and they're all diagnosed ADHD themselves. And they'll all be able to tell you how getting diagnosed and medicated is what transforms things. So if you're anxious or your partner or your child, and we know this because we have a lot of clients who say, oh God, it's taken us 6 months to pluck up the courage to phone you. Please don't be shy. Please don't be embarrassed. We've seen it all before. We've dealt with it all before. We know exactly how to help you. So please get in touch if you've got any addiction sort of issue and you think it might be connected to ADHD, or even if it isn't, we can still help you, whether it is or it isn't. The other thing we do is help people who have got in trouble with the law. Now, this happens a lot with ADHD people. I've worked with teenagers who've been arrested for armed robbery, who've been arrested for fraud, who've been arrested for criminal damage, all sorts of things. We get ourselves into difficulties and trouble quite quickly, quite easily, and especially when we're boys. That's not being sexist. That's because boys have the testosterone. So boys, when they get angry, they will kick a door and put a hole in it. I will punch something usually. I've hurt myself punching things, but I've never punched a person. I just punch things if I get angry. But sometimes boys, especially teenagers, when the hormones are raging and when they are angry about lots of things, they will do something silly and get arrested for criminal damage. We've had numerous teenagers that have been arrested for criminal damage. So we understand when people get into trouble with the law. That's the minor end of it. We also deal with the major end of it. So when people are a bit older, they can often get into much dodgier situations. We've worked with several clients who've been arrested for different sexual assault sort of crimes. We've worked with clients who've been arrested for things like GBH, ABH, GBH with intent, all of these things. And what we do is, number one, if the client's not diagnosed, we get them diagnosed and we get them on the right medication because that's going to help hugely. We also work with a an ADHD aware solicitor who has trained her barrister to be very ADHD aware. So we usually, when it's appropriate, put our clients in touch with this solicitor who then instructs that barrister. And what we also do is pre-court reports. We are paid by legal aid a lot of the time to prepare reports for people on how their ADHD, ASD, if it's there, and comorbidities have impacted the crime. Now, on this, I will give ourselves a little pat on the back here. We're very passionate about keeping people out of prison. And so far, every single case that we have done reports for has been dropped by the CPS. So it's not even got to court, because once we've given all the medical reasons why a crime has taken place, how the ADHD has impacted it, or the ASD, these reports, when they're read by the CPS, they know that the case won't stand up in court. So every case to this date that we've represented, the case has been dropped by the CPS. We're very, very passionate about doing this. I'm not going to say that we've got a 100% rate, because at some point I'm quite sure there'll be somebody that we don't quite manage to keep out of prison. But so far we have a 100% rate because we're very passionate. We know our subject very well. We work hand in hand with ADHD solicitors and barristers, and we are very successful at turning things round. So if your child or your partner or your dad or anybody has got into trouble with the law for any reason, again, please do not feel ashamed or embarrassed or guilty or, oh my God, they're going to judge me. No, we're not. We understand that these things happen. We all do stupid things at stupid times. I've done them. We've all done them. All the therapists that ADHD, Headstuff ADHD, we've all done daft things and ridiculous things. Some of us have been in prison. Some of us have been addicts. We understand, we don't judge. So please don't hold back. If you've got a child, as I say, or a teenager or your partner or somebody who's in trouble because of ADHD, an addiction or crime, whatever's happened, please come to us. We do not judge, we do understand, and we definitely want to help you. So please do get in touch.